Let's fight. A very good evening to you. It's Friday night, folks. Let's fight. It's the 6th day of October. It's rolling on, folks. It's racing. We're going to ring that bell one more time to bring some of you in. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, folks, around the world. Let's fight. We're privileged to have so many of you already in the ring, folks. Andrew Cuthbert, Sabrina Jacobs, Siobhan McDonald. I see Dolly Anderson is here too. Let us know how you're receiving us at your end, folks. We hope that you're great. We hope that you're well. Beatrice is here. Edward Boomis is here. Onessa Ward Dean is here as well. Donald Harding is here too. Sharon is here. The whole team is here tonight, folks. We're going to ring that bell one more time to bring you folks in from all over the world. Thanks for joining us, by the way. Thanks for joining us, good folks, from the many places that you guys are joining us from. Pace and power, bringing you guys in, waiting for the bell to stop ringing so we can bring you folks in properly. But share the live in the meantime, good folks. Smash that emoji button as well. Pace and power. It's Friday night, folks, but we ain't tracking down, folks. We're just picking up steam. Good to have each and every one of you here, wherever you're joining us from. Even the Jagabats who might be joining us tonight, welcome to our broadcast. Welcome. We are happy that you guys are here with us. Final show for the week, folks, before we head into the weekend. And as I said, we are all delighted that you folks have joined us, folks. A lot of violence in the schools we found these past few days. Too much today, folks, as the Bushlot Secondary School, the sports came to an end. Story. You want to stick around for that, folks. Share the live, smash that emoji button, and partner with us as well, folks. Them boys say we raising money. The vex with we because we outside raising money to keep this thing going, folks. Bringing you guys valid and credible information. The vex with us, but who vex? Who vex tonight, folks? Wherever you're joining us from tonight, we are happy, simply happy you've been here with us this evening. You are here with us this evening. We know some of you have been here all week. You've been with us all week. We salute that, folks. We salute that bigly. As we said. A lot of things on the fight card this evening, folks. A lot of things on the fight card tonight. Yeah. You can be in prison, but I can't hold you down. We can talk about this Iranian woman. You can be in prison, but I can't hold you down, folks. Fires of the PPP, accidents of the PPP. Yep. And who is this fall guy? Don't come around me funny. We got the opener. As I told you, folks, as the Bushlot Secondary School sports came to an end today. Purgatory. What's happening around my schools? We pray there. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks, and come let me go down the road.
Hey, no one.
Next way. That's how it went down, folks. It seems as though that sports at the Bushland Secondary School, it couldn't finish fast enough. It just could not conclude fast enough. A lot of physical bruises and bruised egos as well. The guys there were duking it out. I don't think they belong to Bushland Secondary School. That's the tough part too. That's the tough part too. But students, teachers, parents, we got to stay on the right side of the law. And if you want to see some of what we've been talking about that's happening in our schools, you're going to want to go back and check our program this morning. FYI, for information, we walk through some of the things that show you a pattern of violence in our school. Where is this coming from? Where is this emerging from? Students don't seem to be able to cope very well with anger, very well with disputes and so on. We have to have an intervention where that is concerned. Good folks, we must have an intervention where that's concerned. I do have a guest that's joining me this evening. I can see my guest already coming into the green room, the virtual green room, folks. And so we want to hasten on with some of the things we are following tonight. We got a lot to discuss with you. And not because it's Friday night, and we go water down and taper down what we're doing at this time, folks. We got a lot of information to share with you, folks. And good to see so many of you on the live. Margaret Nelson, Lynette Dow, Karen Archibald. Good to see you, Karen Gittins. Junior Gibbs is here as well, folks. We're happy to have so many of you on the line on a Friday night. On a Friday night when Babes or B might want to do something else. So we apologize one time. We apologize one time. If you got a little feedback there, we apologize for that too. If you got a little feedback there, we apologize for that one time too, folks. But some of the things we're following tonight, some of the things we're picking up, look what's happening there, folks. This is Iran, and this young woman, fantastic. Been reading up about her. Fantastic young woman, just been awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace. She's an imprisoned journalist, human rights activist. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, or at least I come close. Is it Narges Mohammadi? Her name, Narges Mohammadi, imprisoned in Iran. And the Nobel Prize for Peace was awarded to her quite recently for her fight against the oppression of women in Iran, for promoting human rights and freedom for all. And folks, she's behind a jail cell. She's behind a prison wall. You think it's over because them guys trying to incarcerate you? I see there's a rite of passage. The late, great national poet Martin Carter says, jail me quickly. Clang the literal door of freedom rights, no happier alphabet. Yep, rite of passage. And I want to say congratulations to her. The Nobel Prize for Peace, fighting for women's rights. See, in this very, very repressive nation, Iran, and some of you that right here, you can't be boots on the ground for credible, valid voters list. What you have to tell me? What you have to tell us? Some of y'all got some jagabatical tendencies, you know. Who vex? Who vex? Congrats to Narges Mohammadi. Fantastic work fighting for the rights of women in Iran. You can do something, you can make some little change right where you there. Right where you are, you can make a difference. Good folks, congrats to her. Turn our attention now to some of the stuff happening in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean, folks. A lot of things happening. I want you to know that. Plenty things happening. And in the Caribbean, folks, remember we told you guys just last evening, babies found, 6 bodies of babies found in a particular cemetery, particular country. And then we told you in Trinidad, Maraval, baby found in a garbage bin. Right? Jamaica, folks, baby found abandoned in a place called Sawyer's Main Road. Right? Trelawny. What's happening? Huh? Don't get involved in activities, the end result of which produces human life. If you can't deal with that, come on, folks. They found this baby abandoned, a newborn baby girl. But I live to see, as a good book say, folks, a man's life is not determined by its beginning. Who vex? It's not determined by its beginning. And I just want to thank the folks who stumbled upon this newborn baby girl. Is this a pattern too? People making children and just abandoning them? I hear some people say there's nothing new under the sun. Making children and abandoning them. My God. By golly. By golly. We got to do better, folks. We have to do much, much, much better. Bigly. I want to hasten. I hope my guest is getting set. I want to hasten to that. So we got some other things to cover, good folks. We got some other things to cover. But it's good to see so many of you on the live tonight, folks. You can't take care of children. Ow. I don't want to get a friend of mine say brother. We say in the vernacular. Is that even an English word? I don't want to get brother. Come on now. Let's take care of these little ones. Please and thank you. Just abandoning children all over the Caribbean. Maraval, Trelawny. You know, what was the other country? Father have his mercies. You better go to church and pray over the weekend. Go to church and pray. God forgive you his sins. London, we see you there. Leon Blair, we see you as well. Folks, young boy, he said we mustn't be asking people. He's like, we fundraising. We want to keep what we do here going, folks. Presenting you with valid, credible information. Here's how you can help us by partnering with us, folks.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yeah, and we keep trying to make it as easy as possible for you folks to come on board and to partner with us and enable us to keep going. Who vex? So we have all of these QR codes the guys have put together for us for Cash App and Zelle and PayPal. And even if you have a credit or a debit card, we can send you a secure link, or you can scan that QR code at the very end there and take you right to that interface, and you can contribute to our program. We never say how much. We stop saying how much because, you know, sometimes we say $5 or $10, and people think, you know, yeah, it's past me to be asking for $5 or $10. I think I can give more than that. So we don't want anybody to feel anyhow. So we leave it open to you, folks. We leave it open to you. But thanks to all of you guys for your love, your support, and your generosity, and all of you who contribute to our broadcast to keep us going. Peace and power to you, folks. We are into the 592, folks. We are heading into the 592. And y'all know once we meet here, my Father must. Father is mercy. Once we come here, there's going to be trouble in the dance. There's going to be problems, folks. Let's start with today's accident report. And hopefully by the end, we can get to some good news. Maybe give it the bad news up front. Maybe the end, we get to some good news. Just maybe, folks. Just maybe. You know, just maybe. South Ramveld, folks, they're telling us a bus turned over today. A bus turned over. A school child was injured on Aubrey Barker Road, Sovereignville Gardens. That's what the folks telling us tonight. That's what we have. Yep. We got to be so careful on the roadways. And we say it all the time. You're probably tired of hearing it now. Slow down. That's what we got to do. Slow down and arrive alive. Folks, slow down so we could arrive alive. What's all this haste about? What is it about, folks? Slow down on the roadways and let me arrive alive, the man. A bus turned over. Several persons with scrapes and trauma. School child, they said in particular, we saw a report, got injured. Come on, folks. We got to catch myself, you know. We got to catch myself. You know, as we, we got another report of an accident today. Not as dramatic, but people don't want to wait. Folks, you know, I feel people in the diaspora laugh at us. Laugh at us. I was out for a couple of days. I don't know if these people are special, if they're aliens or what, but nobody was ringing any horns. Nobody ringing down no horn. Beating on the inside, as we would say. We got to chill out. We got to chill out. And those people ain't better than us in no place. But they understand law and order. But in this country, from the very top, is missing. And this is the result we see on a daily basis on our roads. The instant the lights are green, the man with the 15 places in the back, he starts honking his horn. And everybody starts honking. He ain't going to make the traffic light. He ain't going to make the grid. He got to wait anyhow. But he honking at the back. Soon as the light, and sometimes it's in anticipation of the light hitting green, they start honking the horn. Why you move off yet? I touched several places while I was out for about 5 or 6 days. And people just wait. Just wait. The traffic lights are green, they come up to it. And I'm not saying it's perfect all over, but the majority of times people count it like they wait. Something wrong with us. This is part of the report. Look at some of what we saw. Regent Street today, Fender Bender. Again, folks, that was Regent Street today. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody in a haste. Too many policemen walking around behind the earphone. Too many policemen walking around behind the earphone. We should have some of them in the city there, organizing traffic. Too many of them. Taking a little small thing. It's not everybody. We got some good policemen. It's not everybody, but too many of them. Up the East Coast, something fell off a truck. Thankfully, nobody was injured. It's wild, wild west, you know. Looked like a water tank of some sort, or a fuel tank. Something just fell off a truck, just like that. Nobody bothered securing it properly. When people say the wild, wild west, you got a good understanding of what they mean. You got a good understanding of what they mean. Fire report. Accidents and fire report. I get the bad stuff out of the way. Getting the bad stuff, the negatives out of the way. Fire report today, my Lord. Cane Grove, they tell us. Cane Grove up on the East Bank. You know, whole house gutted. Families homeless. Not a day goes by. Doesn't this strike you all as strange? Every day in a small country like Guyana, there's a fire. I'm certain some of you out there in the diaspora who watch us, you live in some communities that got hundreds of thousands of people. And you probably never heard of a fire in that community. Never heard of a fire. Woman said she lived in New Jersey 4 years, never had a blackout. Never had a blackout. In this 2x4, it's only about 17 of us here. I'm trying to say it with a straight face. It's only about 17 of us here. Every day, a property goes up in flame. It's the most bizarre thing ever. It's the most bizarre. Somebody do us, man. Somebody do us. Somebody along the way. Somebody do it. Somebody, them boys, Chagabat, trench couple. Somebody do it. Somebody, somewhere. How do you explain that? Lord help us. Towards a national year of prayer for this country of ours, every day, something goes up in flames. You remember the one there in Charleston? That inferno that engulfed those buildings in Charleston quite recently. We covered some of it right here. God is coming on late and all kinds of stuff. You remember that? This is a slack electrical connection. So we too slack, you know. A slack electrical connection. Don't ask me how them boys determine all of that. Don't ask me all that. I don't know. But it says a slack electrical connection, folks, that caused that 14 homeless. 14 persons homeless. For a problem perhaps that could be fixed with $500. You get a little screwdriver and you tighten it. Slack electrical connect. That's what the fire service said. Good folks, this is what we are reporting. What the fire service said. Slack electrical connection resulted in millions of dollars in damage. Think the OBE. I think the OBE. Them. Same set. Transcript holes and jagabats. I think it's them. The Hittites, the Jebusites, the Pharisees and Philistines is them. Little 2x4 country every day. Fires of the PPP. Every day. How do you explain that? Dear friends. Yeah. How do you explain it? I can't explain it. It's fascinating to me. On a Friday night, 1,800 persons watching us via Facebook alone. And we're just about to hit 3,000 persons watching us across our social media channels. Folks, I want to thank you all for joining us like that. Mighty proud of you folks. Pray for our country. I'm begging you all. The rooster, pray for us, good folks. Pray for this country for us. We need your prayers. Now you got some prayer warriors out there. Who don't know? Back channel's voice. Who don't know? We got some prayer warriors out there, folks. Trying to make myself more comfortable. Who don't know? But these are some of the issues we're following tonight. And let me hear you now, because I got to get my guest on real quick. Real quick. But look story now. Look story now. Huh? You remember we told the EPA won this case the other day? Deeper reading of this decision out of the High Court, we realize is that the judge didn't praising Bihari didn't upturn all of them. But she said that the EPA acted contrary to law and improper. Justice Praising Bihari. Any surprises there? The PPP acted contrary to law and improper. What do we expect when we install the Jagabats them? Huh? The trench crappos acted contrary to law when they granted this permit to ExxonMobil for the pipeline aspect of the gas to shore project there at Wales, where they bully them people out of the land. Pack of bullies acted contrary to law and improper. Here's how many cases now have they acted contrary to law and improper? How many? Fed up with the whole pack of them. Put them in the pipeline and set them ablaze somewhere. Metaphorically, of course. Metaphorically, of course. Because I know you don't hear from some of them boys, but you say the wrong thing and then suddenly some commission writing you some nonsense. Put in the pipeline to a body. The message, of course, the correspondence that they send you. You got to be so careful these days. People take offense of everything. The EPA acted contrary to law and improper, but that won't bother them. That won't bother them. Jack, your biggest worry is me asking, that's the biggest worry. Me asking you folks to contribute to the work we do here. Is that keeping them up at nights? Jagabats and trench crappers. We continue to do it because we don't run out of water. We don't run out of water. Who vex? We said already. If the Jagabats and trench crappers vex, the vex. If the vex, we don't run out of water. Don't come around with funny. So the EPA, Pinarayi Singh Bihari says, acted contrary to law and improper. And they will shake laugh like it's nothing, you know. They will shake laugh like it's nothing. Y'all know the whole story here. We ain't got to say nothing else. Wicked, stink, and dirty. And dirty. I gotta get my money's worth of a plane ticket. Come out of my pocket to go and bring you guys valid, credible information. Dirty. Feel like a soda. Who vex? Feel like a McFlurry tonight. CFO, feel like a McFlurry tonight. Who vex the wicked, stinking, dirty? Folks, look story here now. You all remember the 240 million US Exxon audit scandal? Ministry of Natural Resources? Apparently, Goosai, Bobby is the fall guy. Goosai so want to run with the big boys. He can take the fall. But think he know about. They says he went unknowns to the government, unbeknownst. You all know how we say it colloquially? Went unbeknownst to the government and negotiating down this disputed pre-oil cost oil, 240 million US down to 3 million. This says Bobby Goosai. This fella here, who apparently don't have any understanding of the law. But folks, we understand what happened here, right? Somebody got to take the hit. Somebody got to take the hit. You think Bobby can spend a day in prison? You think Bobby can pay a fine? No. Bobby going someplace else as a director with a bigger paycheck than the one he had at Natural Resources. If he is removed, they said he will be penalized. I don't know what that means. If they can buy him a McFlurry, a hot dog, what is this penalty? We don't know. But we watching on. 3,000 of you watching us across social media. 1,900 on Facebook alone. You see how y'all stay? You see how y'all stay? I show the other rest, 1,100 on YouTube. 1,100 of you. We got the largest audience on Facebook for a live show and the largest audience on YouTube for a live show in Guyana. That is why they don't like me, you know. And if we carry had like them, who vex? But you see the Bobby types now. You see the Bobby types now to get in to what looks like something. Oh, they can take the fall. Bobby better talk where you know. You best talk where you know. At least you learn the airport and Uncle Sam rendition you. Take away your cell phone and revoke your visa. You better let me know what you know. This is he. When unbeknownst to them and do this backroom. They like backroom thing. They like a lot of back door, back room, back alley, back. That's the lines. Nasty set of people. They said it's him. Right? And he gonna look like Sue. Then they said tomorrow, oh, we're looking for Bobby, but we can't find him. We won't carry Bobby to court, but we can't find Bobby. We watching that. We can't find Bobby. Hasten on to my guest. Doing the most, folks. Doing the most. Y'all boy, you're fun. But look, story now. He thought governance is just going on the stage and catching anti-banter. 3 years in, look, story here. He thought going on the stage. He thought governance is going on the stage and you just catch anti-banter. You just catch anti-banter, folks. He ran out recently. He swam out from some cavern crevices deep down below. He said the passport backlog, we can solve it on Monday. The NIS backlog of cases that creeping up on us, we can solve it by next Friday. He said blackouts will be solved in November. Oh, Father. This country being run, to say this country is being run like a corner shop, is to give corner shops everywhere bad name. He said the backlog in passport. You see them long lines? You see them long lines, folks? I want the PPP folks who are with us to reason with us before we somersault to your chest in Mr. Mona Broom's voice. We were decentralizing passport offices. Linden had one, Borbis had one, Ichoni, Kokwani. Them boys coming and shut down everything. We too extravagant. And now the line's catching up with them. So the tadpole swim out. He said Monday we can solve passport problems. By Friday we can do the NIS backlog, 10,000 cases. You see? NIS, the thief out all the NIS money, put it in the Borbis Bridge, this, the next. If you see NIS building falling to pieces, you go in NIS, gaping holes in the roof, all kind of madness. These jagabats here. A backlog of cases, they say by next Friday. I thought Ashley, with all them outreaches to this place and that place on behalf of NS, I thought all these things fixed. I thought all of these things fixed. But they're jumping, mash up, mess up everything. Instead of allowing these systems to work, they're not thinking about governance. And they say blackouts, by November we can fix blackouts. These jackass telling us, don't worry, by November we're going to fix blackouts. That's what they said. The backlog of passports can be solved by Monday. Next Friday, they said at the 10,000 backlog NS cases, we can fix them. Me knows which of them man they going to. Me know for sorrow from the sideline dam. Blackouts, they said by November, we will see no more blackouts in this country. That's what he said today. Something to that effect. Promises. He swam out from wherever they're hiding him. Wherever they was hiding him. Where's my guest? I'm ready for my guest. He swam out from wherever he was. More promises. 3 years in. 3 years in. He said we can fix it shortly. Oh, folks. The citizens of the East Bank got the whole water woes. They said they're going to normalize it by November too. Oh, these people tell you wherever you are here, you can make fun, we can fix it by Wednesday. You can find here, yeah, we can take care of that Tuesday morning. Right? Small cuts by Sunday night. You got to go. Promises of comfort of fool. Is she promises? Is it because they are hearing the cries of the people? And you know what Irfan is finding out? Going on the stage and do a little banter, he ain't gonna fix it. Governance is a different story. It's a different story. So the folks in these banks ride up the Linden Sussex Highway, water shortage. And the GWI, Sheikh Bash, he telling people, be careful of the private people you're buying your water from. Now he gonna fix the problem and give you proper water in your taps. No. Be careful how you buy water from these private people. That's his admonition. 3 years into this country, folks, we don't make this stuff up. I know some of you hate us. Hate me. Because we tell you the facts. Y'all want to be so away and say, oh, they're building a roundabout someplace that ugly like. Folks, if you see roundabouts in this world, you realize how far back we are, what a pack of jokers we are. If you see bridges in this world, fascinating architectural designs, we thief out the money and we take next to nothing. Some of the roundabouts we put in down on Fountain, people won't get caught dead with that in the backyard. Much more to put it down as a public edifice. Huh? We backward for so. But we can change that. We can change that, folks. Right? We can change that. I know if it's in beauty, with beauty and grace. I don't know if it's with beauty. Everyone says changing rapidly. Changing rapidly. In beauty and grace. You believe he. You try with he, folks. You try with him. Holding a sec for my guest before I move on. Holding a second for my. We got some things to discuss tonight. And this one, once my guest is ready, is a very important matter. As important as water pressure on these banks. Very, very important matter. Very, very important. Y'all put your lives in the hands of these folks who don't know a damn thing about governance. Damn thing about governance. Right? Be careful. Be careful. Please and thank you. Be very careful what you're doing. Very careful. Yep. All right. I think I'm ready for my guest now. Ready for my guest. And where am I? Where am I, folks? We're discussing this evening with a very special guest in the time that we have left, folks. All right? Get yourself done. Get yourself. Rock and come. In the time we have left, folks, we can do a quick switcheroo to make sure that we don't have any feedback and so on. As soon as I see my guest, we have a very important issue to discuss tonight. Because them boys ain't finishing. We can show you friends, family, and favorites in a second. We're going to show you friends, family, and favorites in a second. And we know it's difficult for some of you. I'm just waiting to see my guest. I can see my guest in the green room. But waiting for the camera to be activated. Might have to sign out and in back, but waiting for that. Then we can rock and come in, folks. A lot of things happening in this country. And every now and again, I bring somebody. We'll hear in their own words what is happening in this Guyana of ours. So don't go nowhere, folks. Don't go nowhere. And let's get them vexed by saying partner with us and telling you how.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's play.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in the ring 592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring 592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 6276963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in the ring 592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring 592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 6276963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
All right, folks, I'm very, very delighted to have my guest with me this evening. We can do a quick switcheroo, and then I have one of the commissioners out of the local government commission to discuss a very important issue. A very important issue, folks. A very, very, very important issue, because a lot of things happening at the local government commission. Plenty things happening there, folks. Plenty things. Unanimously, the commission decided to send the city's solid waste director on leave. Unanimously. Well, that's where all pocketry break loose. Because who tell them to do that? Interestingly, the local government commission is made up of PPP appointees and appointees by the parliamentary opposition or the opposition. It's not an equal split. PPP outnumber the opposition there. Unanimously, they agreed to let the solid waste director go and leave. But things didn't end there. Give me a quick sec, folks. I'm going to have my guest. Give me a quick sec to switch around a couple of things, and I'm going to have my guest. All right, folks, I do have my guest with me this evening, and I am very, very pleased to have with me tonight the one and only, the commissioner out of the local government commission, Miss Nicola Trotman. Nicola, very good evening, and welcome to our broadcast on short notice. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Sheridan. Good night to all the viewers listening to the program tonight. Thank you again for having me on this.
Excellent. So we've told our viewers already, the solid waste director of the main city councils of Georgetown, Mr. Narayan, was sent on some leave. He was suspended for all intents and purposes. You may want to give us a little background there and tell us what has happened since, because we are hearing that they said all hell has broken loose. Folks, Nicola Trotman is a commissioner at the local government commission. Nicola.
You're right, Sharon. All hell is breaking loose. Mr. Narayan was not sent on leave. He was suspended for blatantly disregarding and disobeying directives that were given to him by first the MNCC Council and then by the Commission. He admitted this to the Commission when he was brought in and questioned on the issue that was brought before us.
Hold on, Nicola. So, Mr. Walter Narayan, the solid waste director, admitted to the commission that he disobeyed the commission's orders.
Yes,
or
he
rules.
disregarded. He did disregarded the directives given to him from the commission. Mm-hmm. And at that point, the commission decided that it was unacceptable. You, as a senior officer of the commission, of the MNCC, cannot disregard a directive sent by the commission. So we decided to implement disciplinary measures. The first one that was put forward was a letter, a stern warning letter. Then at our statutory meeting held on the 26th of September, one of the commissioners, not from the opposition side, brought to the floor a motion asking that the warning letter was not punitive enough and that it should be ramped up to a 2-week suspension. The matter was properly ventilated, the motion was passed, and the decision was made that it would be a 2-week suspension. The offense warranted such a disciplinary action.
Nicola, again, not the opposition brought this motion. A government-appointed commissioner brought this motion to suspend for 2 weeks.
Brought this. It was unanimously decided. The directive was executed. And then, to my amazement, I started to hear that Mr. Narayan was seeking redress, help on this issue, and that he didn't think he wanted to be suspended. A meeting was called.
Seeking redress where and from who?
Sharon, I can't say for sure. All I'm hearing is that he had redress. He asked, and it was being facilitated. Exactly.
In high offices, I would assume.
In high offices, exactly who? Nobody contacted me, so I can't say for sure. I received on Thursday notice to say that we had an emergency meeting today at 9 o'clock. The agenda said to discuss MNCC matters. And then shortly thereafter, I received a phone call saying that the meeting was canceled. There was no meeting. I asked first, what was the meeting about? And then secondly, why was the meeting canceled? I was told that they couldn't get a quorum. And so that was why the meeting was canceled. This morning, I received a phone call from the chairman of the commission requesting that he wanted to withdraw the letter that was issued by the commission to the mayor and city council, to the town clerk, instructing that Mr. Walton Ryan be suspended from Monday. So
hold on. Nicola, just remind us, for those who don't know, who is the chairman of the local government commission?
Mr. Julius Faber.
Julius Faber, PPP appointed. He is the chairman. Was he part of initially voting for Mr. Walton Ryan, the solid waste director of City Hall, to be suspended? Was he part of the voting?
He was part of the vote, and he voted for Mr. Narayan to be suspended.
But he comes this morning saying he wants to withdraw.
So I asked the next week, I said, why? I said, first off, it is not legal for you to round robin a decision that was taken at a statutory meeting, executed, to be changed. You can't, that is against the law. You cannot do that. That is breaching commission and how commissions, decisions taken by boards, by commissions are executed and dealt with. He said that new information had come to light. So I said, if new information has come to light that can change the decision that the full commission voted on and agreed to, then you have to call the full commission back. Present that information.
What was this new information?
I don't know. We were not told what was the new information.
She wants to pull back the decision to suspend the solid waste director without letting you know what is new information.
So I said I am totally against it. That is breaking the law, and I will not. I said I don't even know that the law allows the commission to rescind or change a decision made without proper, unless we're breaking the law by the decision that we made. I don't know that we even have the statutes to change the decisions that we've made. He said, well, he was calling to get the commissioner's feelings on it, what we thought. I said, well, clearly it is something I'm totally against. And unless you convene another meeting, there's no way I'm going to agree to this. This afternoon, I received a notice to say that we have an emergency meeting on Monday morning at 9 o'clock to deal with the issue. Now, Sharon, as far as I know, when the matter was brought to the commission, Mr. Narayan, the town clerk, the HR officer, all came. The matter was, questions were asked. Mr. Narayan laid out what he did, why he did what he did. The matter was thoroughly ventilated. Mr. Narayan had every opportunity to say why he did what he did. And at the end of it, the entire commission, not majority vote resolution, a unanimous decision. That means all the PPP commissioners and the opposition commissioners, the coalition commissioners, came together and voted unanimously. There was no abstention. There was no no's. There was no absences. They had a full quorum, a full commission was there. And here we are being asked or being told that there's more information. Where was this information when the issue was first brought? All the information should have been brought. And as far as I'm aware, I don't know that there's anything that you can bring, because my point is, when Mr. Narayan came, if there was this information available, it should have been presented at that point in time. But it was not. We asked, and they said, this is all the facts. This is what happened. And here we are today. Mr. Narayan may or may not. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen at the meeting on Monday. But I know for sure that they ain't really got anything that can tell me that I need to change the decisions that we made, because it was a well-informed, well thought out. And again, I have to say, it was Mr. Cavill Duncan that brought the motion to up the ante.
Wait, the learned trade unionists, Cavill Duncan?
The trade unionists brought...
No family relations, by the way, folks. No family relations. Yes. Go right ahead, Nicola.
Brought that the initial recommended reprimand was too light, and that we should up it, because the actions were a very blatant disregard to instructions given to you. It cannot be allowed. It cannot be condoned. So
Nicola,
I'm interested.
Go right ahead.
No, I'm interested to know what grounds we are talking about.
And this new information that has come to light.
That has come to light.
It'll be pretty interesting. I want to ask you, because I know you are a very intelligent person, fascinating intellect. What do you think when you see all of these pieces being moved? You know, these hurried meetings to convene, cancel this morning. There's one on Monday. I mean, there's lots of things the local government commission could be meeting to discuss, because they have a lot of MDCs, RDCs, and what do we call village councils and all of that. All over this country that comes on this purview, they could be meeting to discuss a number of things. They're meeting to discuss in a very hurried manner this suspension of the solid waste director. What do you think in your own mind when you see all of this happening that is at play here?
Sherrod, the fact that you are calling an emergency meeting to say that new evidence has come to light makes me wonder what is afoot. Something is not right. Something is not sitting right. We are being moved around like chess pieces on a board, or trying to be moved around like chess pieces on a board. That maybe instructions were passed down, and you are now trying to facilitate the instructions that were passed down. I mean, this is Guyana we live in. Things happen.
This is Guyana indeed.
And we've had instances before where the chairman, and it's not as bad as this one, because we've had instances where the chairman, and you would remember this because I came on the show at that time, unilaterally decided that he was going to take the then town clerk acting and replace her with the now town clerk acting. And said quite clearly to the media, it's on footage in the media, on the internet, that he is the commission and he can act for the commission. And when that case was taken to court, the judge said, you are not the commission. You cannot speak for the commission.
Wow.
And if you would like this to be accepted as being done the proper way, then it has to go back, call a meeting, and put it to the vote, which is what he had to do.
The court somersault in the chest, really, truly.
There you go. And so, but at that stage, the commission had not made a decision on the town clerk as to who is to act and who is not to act. This case, the commission met, ratified, passed, and executed a decision. The entire commission. And it was a unanimous, I keep saying this, it was a unanimous decision.
And if you ever wake up with a brainwave, or you get a call, like how the police service commission, they get a call from the big sahib. He get a call somewhere, and then he wants to change his mind.
It's appalling. It makes the commission seem as though we are a rubber stamp. We have no. What is the point of having a commission if when a decision is made, it could be changed at the whims and fancies of people?
Yeah.
It's no point.
Yeah.
We are supposed to provide oversight to these organizations to ensure that they follow the rules and regulations, that they are free, fair, transparent. And we are the biggest culprits of non-transparency? Come on, Sherrod.
Nicola, before I let you go, finally, what do you think will be the natural conclusion of this matter as a commissioner at a local government commission?
Sherrod, let me put it this way. We don't hold a majority on the commission. We have 3 simple votes to 5 votes. My honest opinion, and I'm saying this is my honest opinion, I will not be surprised if there is a change in the decision that was carried on the 26th of September and something else comes out. I will not be surprised.
Yeah, because as you said,
like to hope that the decision is upheld, but I am not going to hold my breath. I'm being realistic, and and it will come down to a vote. This one is not going to be unanimous. This is going to be a vote. We may have something like, though, commissioners not showing up, we don't have enough to carry. Different things can happen. Absenteeism.
Abstentions.
You know, I was asked by someone tonight, are you going to the meeting? I said, unfortunately, we are in a position, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If we don't show up, then it just carries without any discussion and the record reflecting the illegality that will take place. So for me, it's important that the record reflects what actually happened. It may not change the outcome, but at least the record is there in print.
Exactly. Nicola, I want to thank you so much for coming on such very short notice and for laying out the facts to us. Feel free to come by again and give us an update as things progress. It seems as though it's still very much alive with you there.
I'll be happy to do so next week. I just wanted to make one other comment, though. I just want to make one other comment.
Go right there.
You need to see the color. I was looking at your thing with the water. Well, you need to see the color of the water in Georgetown. My dogs refuse to drink it. My dogs refuse to drink the water that is coming through the taps in Georgetown. It is ridiculous. Just
thank you. Yeah. Agreed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sherrod. Take care.
All right, folks. That's going to do it for us at this end. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is, good folks. That is going to do it for us at this end. Thanks for joining us all week long. It's been a fascinating week, folks, having you here with us, joining us from the many places. Thank you guys so very, very much. And that's going to do it. Good to see so many of you on the live. It's a Friday night. We hit the 1 hour mark. Joyce Van Kutin, Charles Nelson, Adrian Sanders, Renella Garnett, Cheryl Pancham, We see you there, Cheryl. We see you. We see you, Neville and Millicent and Edward. We see Redham and Alexis. We see you as well, folks. Have a fantastic weekend. Kurt, we see you there. Auntie Sandra, we see you there as well. Good to see you, Andrew and Clive and Enid Megan. Lester Williams, we see you as well. Folks, we wish you guys a fantastic weekend. Be gentle with yourself. Spend some time with your friends, your family, and so on, and kind of detox. Detox. Life is not politics alone. Or is it? Please and thank you. But thanks for joining us all week long. Remember, folks, share the live, smash that emoji button, and partner with us as well. Who Vex, Millicent, Volme, Lester, and Marvin Nelson. You have a great weekend as well, you and Rio. Yep, that's our time, folks, and that's our program. Who Vex?